things. So, welcome back to my channel. This is part 3 of the broken emos that I wrote with my friend. The story is such a mess, but what do you expect? My life's a mess, my room's a mess, my hair's a mess. I tried my best, but whatever. So, this is gonna be chapter 6. This is Vlad's point of view. We actually got like our first star, I think. So my friend wrote this. So yeah. So I cut the video so I could get a fresh drink of cold water because my mouth is dry and I have a headache. So we're gonna read chapter 6. Vlad's point of view. She looks so familiar, but I can't make her out from this view. Come on, Vlad, you're going in the cell with the dogs. The officer led me to the cell. Juniper, that's who she is. Why is she here? Haha, well look, it's the other freak, Joseph said. Joseph is so extra. I rolled my eyes and sat down. I rode down my sleeves and stared at the ground, imagining how much trouble I'm gonna be in when I get home. I glanced over at Juniper. She was looking down at the ground too. I wonder what she's thinking about. Joseph, a cop said. Yeah, you and your buddies are free to go. Okay. The cops opened the cell and Joseph and his friends looked at me and laughed. Wow. Okay. They're such buttholes. I looked as Joseph's rich dad bailed him out. Of course, okay. I looked over at Juniper. She's crying. Well, at least I think she is because I see little teardrops coming down her cheek. What do you think that means? Like, okay, I placed my knees against my chest and put my head down. Why am I a loser? Why me? Why can't I just end it? Vlad? I looked up and noticed it was Juniper talking to me. Oh, hey, Juniper. What? ... What are you in for? With a period instead of a question mark. I chuckled and looked at her. This is a... Oh my god, that's a whole paragraph. My girlfriend broke up with me and I broke my 1-year streak of being clean, so I walked out of a motel room high as F and started walking home till those buttholes jocks saw me and pulled me into the van, which Joseph didn't have a license for, which he got me here. Sad, isn't it? How about you? What are you in for? Bringing a blade to a club. Ooh, bad girl. She giggled. I will admit her giggle was kind of cute. So why did you have the blade? I asked curiously. I needed it for safety, just in case anyone tried to hurt me in the middle of a club with like a million people. Not like a million people, but like a few good people there, and your mom's there. Like, okay, sure. That wasn't very convincing. Should I tell her about the pocket knife I keep around? Cool, I keep a pocket knife in my pocket. What for? I felt secure at the moment, so I lifted up my sleeves. Crap, what did I just do? She looked at my arms in a surprising way. I pulled my sleeves back down. Did I just freak her out? F, I'm an idiot. That's the end of chapter 6. So we're gonna go on to the next one. Chapter 7. Juniper. Oh my god, he cuts too. It made me feel more of a person when I saw those cuts. The way he looked down at me made me feel sad though. Maybe he didn't want me to see them, just like I wouldn't want my grandpa to see them, even though up above, he saw everything. Mom was stirring around in her sleep, and I felt safe to go talk to Vlad while the alcohol kept her asleep. I walked over to the same bench that he was sitting on. It's okay, I said. I pulled up my sleeve. I cut too. He looked shocked. Both of his different colored eyes gazed at my arm and then to my eyes. Why do you cut? He grabbed my arm. Like, she just cut herself like a few chapters ago. Isn't that sensitive? Doesn't that hurt? He grabbed my arm and ran his fingers over the scars. It stung a bit. Some scars were fresh, like the ones I did when I was at the club with Mom. My mouth is really dry. This water is so good though. Oh, my glasses, I'm so ugly. Whatever. I just lost someone I really cared about. I looked up towards the ceiling and let my hand feel my neck.
Oh, there you are. Hello, Utai.
Go to sleep.
Meta. No, way low.
I barely touched him and he just woke up. So anyway, I still had the emerald butterfly my grandpa gave me on my birthday. It's a necklace. You're probably never gonna hear that again. It doesn't matter, it doesn't serve any purpose. Life would lose all purpose if I lost this piece of him. Don't worry about it, because you're never gonna hear about it again. I held the necklace tightly. You lost more than one person, didn't you? Vlad whispered. Our eyes met. He looked so confident and sure of himself. I looked at my mom, and he did the same. Then I pulled my arm back and put my sleeve down. You don't need to hide your scars, I said to him. As long as they're still there. I grab his arm and pull up the sleeve. You'll grow up and be proud of all the battles you went through. Then you can look at your child in the eye and say you've been there and done that. Show them the scars as evidence and give them the strength they need to move on with their problems. Oh my god. Thank you, Juniper. We both smiled. I looked down and bit my lip. Don't do that, Vlad said with a smirk. Do what? I asked innocently. You keep biting your lip, he whispered, so that I was the only one that was going to hear. I giggled. I think it's a natural reflex. Well, can you stop? He whispered seductively. I know we just met, but the more you bite it, just gives me more of a reason to bite it for you. What the heck? So stupid. He was just like heartbroken over Delilah, and now he's like moving on to this chick he just met. They're in jail. They're in a holding cell together, and he's like smitten. He's like, ooh, I mean, whatever. Guess it wasn't that serious. Guess he broke his streak in vain because apparently he just needed to meet this girl. Ooh, the man lady roared. You better get it while you still can, girlie. Put on a show for us. Suddenly, everyone started ranting. Ranting. Words? You mean like chanting? Do it, do it, do it. Do what? My mom sat up quickly, her hair a mess, and she looked paid off. Girlie was just about to put on a show for us. The man lady smirked at me. My mom looked at me and smiled. I've been sleeping for some time, she laughed. And you already have a boyfriend? What? Seriously? I looked away from Vlad, and he looked away from me. I wanted to cry. The first time I truly felt safe, and everyone in there just killed the moment. But I had to hold on. I didn't want Vlad to see me cry. Oh no. Tragic. So tragic. Let's see the next part. Seth, this is my chapter. I'm gonna read one more because it's only like a few minutes. The other video was like 20 minutes, so I mean, I have time to fit in like another chapter. I wonder when we're gonna get to Christina though, because Christina's a mess. I walked down the road, clumsily. Oh, this is Seth. Wondering where in the world Vlad could have went. I had to find him before he did something stupid. Or if I do something stupid. It was dark, except for the streetlights. They gave off a dim light. You see, that's what I was talking about. Vlad was like, it's so dark, I can't see like 2 feet in front of me. And here, Vlad's like, the streetlights, blah, 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 whatever. They gave off a dim light. I put the bag of weed in my pocket. Then I put my hood up and kept my head down. There was an SUV driving down the street. They pulled up next to me and stopped the car. Hey, do you need a ride? It was a few girls. It looked like they just came from a club. I just looked at them and shook my head. Are you sure? One asked. We can give you a ride somewhere. It's not a problem. I'm fine. I cough. Then I continue to walk away. I heard them sigh and then our car sped off. Maybe if I went with them, I could have found that faster. Well, you didn't think of that, so whatever. It didn't matter. He didn't think of that, like, before, like, so stupid. It didn't matter. I need to find my friend and make things right. I just had to figure out which way he went and how I could catch up to him. I noticed an old lady walking out the Quick Mart. She looked helpless with all those grocery bags. I figured a couple minutes ago that if I helped someone, it would help me emotionally to be a better person. I dawdled over to her. I also figured that she could smell my weed and she might call the cops, but she's old. Like, that means anything? Like, what? Does she know what weed smells like? I think she's lived a long time, like, whatever. Do you need help, me? I asked. The frail old lady looked up at me and smiled. She looked like my grandma. Why, thank you, young man. I grabbed a couple bags from her and we walked down the street. So I guess he just forgot about Vlad. He's just gonna walk this old lady home now. What was I thinking? I had to find Vlad. Oh well, I was already helping her, and it was the least I could do until some guy came and whacked me in the head with a bat. A bat? Ah, the lady screamed, please don't hurt us. She ran in the other direction frantically in an almost hysterical way, but I had to help her. You just got knocked in the head with a bat. Like, you should be, like, knocked out. Like, what kind of bat was it? A metal bat? Like, I mean, I guess he's, like, pretty tough. He's like, the poor old lady, I gotta help her. But, like, you should be knocked out. That doesn't make any sense. I got up from the ground. No, there's no way. And swung a fist at the assailant. He dodged and hit me with 2 quick jabs in the stomach. For what? Where did this dude come from? Why is he just attacking them? He didn't, like, it doesn't mention he stole any of the woman's, like, bags or, like, her money or whatever. He just came and decided to knock this dude out. I picked the wrong day to get high. I fell onto the floor as the assailant stomped me in my ribs. I felt 3 of them crack and the old lady was on the floor. What? I thought she ran away. I was slowly blacking out, but I still had to get to Vlad. Maybe this was it. The end. Oh my god. So anyway, we're gonna continue this next time. But for now, I'm gonna say adios. And Bellatrixie says bye. And Cheesy Puff Muffin just woke up for no reason. But anyway, see ya. We're gonna read the next chapter, chapter 9, in the next video. So stay tuned, like and subscribe.